Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. Today it's our third lecture, and we have started Unit 1, that is direct and inverse proportion. In our previous lectures, we discussed about the different methods of the problem solving involving direct proportion. One method we discussed before, that was the unitary method, and in this lecture we are going to discuss another method of the problem solving, that is the proportion method. So let's start the proportion method of problem solving. Let's take example number 1. If you are paid pound 190.21 for 23 hours work, then what is your pay for 17 hours work? For solving the problems involving the direct proportion by the proportion method, there are few things that we have to jot down. The very first thing is that we have to identify the two quantities that are being discussed in the question. Then we have to check that which amounts are going together. It means that which quantities are having the same unit. Then we have to check that what is being asked in the question and what information is already provided there. Then in your mind you just have to think that if the first quantity is double then or triple, then what will happen to the second quantity. And the last step is that you just have to cross multiply them. You can see in the question that on the left hand side it's written pay and on the right hand side it's written hours. As you know that a person is paid 190.21 for 23 hours. It's an obvious thing that if a person is going to work less than 23 hours, so the person is going to get the less amount. Here you can see that on the left hand side it's written 190.21, that is for 23 hours, and we are aware of the pay that a person will get for working 70 hours, so we will suppose that that pay is equal to P. After that we just have to cross multiply them and we have to calculate the P. So 23 is getting multiplied on the left hand side, where it will be shifted to the right hand side, so it will divide, means 170 multiplied by 190.21 divided by 23, so you will get pound 140.59 for 17 hours. It means that, as I told you earlier, that it was 23 hours, so a person was getting pound 190.21, and if it's 17 hours, so a person will get pound 140.59. A very important relation is mentioned in your book in the example that is given on page number 5, and that relation is x1 upon x2 is equal to y1 upon y2. It means that on the left hand side, the thing that we have discussed in this problem, on the left hand side we have to keep any one quantity, and on the right hand side we have to keep on the other quantity, and then we just have to cross multiply and we have to find the unknown value. So in this way we are solving the problems that is related to the direct proportion using the proportion method. Let's come to example number 2. If 5 hectares of wheat take 12 hours to harvest, how long will 27 hectares take? First of all, you need to understand that what is a hectare. A hectare is basically the unit for measuring the area, that is equal to 10,000 square centimeter, and a hectare is used to measure the land. Okay, so in this example you can see that 5 hectares of wheat is taking 12 hours, so you have to calculate for 27 hectares. You know the same steps you are going to follow. That first of all you are going to identify the quantities that are being discussed in the question, and after that you have to see that which amounts are going together, means which of the things are having the same unit. Then you have to determine that what is being asked in the question and which information is already given in the question. After that you have to see the nature of the question and you just have to cross multiply and solve the unknown quantity. From the question you can see that if it is taking 12 hours for 5 hectares, then definitely for 27 hectares it is going to take more hours, more than 12 hours. Okay, so on the left hand side it's written hectares, and on the right hand side it's written time. Means for 5 hectares it is taking 12 hours. So for 27 hectares, as you know that the time is unknown, so we are mentioning t over here. We just have to cross multiply them. We have to keep the unknown quantity on the left hand side, and we're going to shift the rest of the quantities to the right hand side. 12 and 27 are going to multiply, and then we are going to divide it by 5. So you are going to get 64.8 hours. It means that 6 hours 48 minutes. Now you can easily see that for 5 hectares it was taking 12. As the hectares are getting increased, so the time is also going to increase. So it is showing a direct proportion. So today we discussed about the proportion method of the problem solving, and it totally depends upon you that which method you are following for solving the question. Either you are going for the unitary method or you are going for the proportion method. So I would highly recommend you all to go through the examples in your book and go through the practice questions and try to solve them. Thank you so much, class.